Hello, Libra. It's umomgtarot, and this is your Someone Secretly Wishes You Knew This tarot card reading. If you'd like your own personal reading, please check out the description. There is a link to my website. Now let's have a look at what this person secretly wishes you knew. Now here is the zodiac giving us the energy of the person, starting with Virgo. The energy around you is dutiful, hesitant, and humble, with a discriminating diligence and painstaking air. Virgo energy, very sensitive, contrary to what they project, very sensitive, very sensitive. Virgo, of course, is ruled by Mercury, which rules communication, intellect, and reason. They're very practical people, and from time to time, they're very helpful. I always think of them as, like, when they're talking about people who are lazy, so they're going to figure out a faster or more efficient way to do things. I always picture that as Virgos, although they're not necessarily always lazy. They're not typically lazy. Then we have Aries energy, and the energy around you is dynamic and spontaneous. Crusading impulsive action is likely. So now we got a motivated person. We've got an ambitious one, and then they have the leg power, the Virgo leg power, to actually get stuff done. Now with Aries, they are also ruled by the planet Mars, and Mars is going to bring in the aggression. It's going to bring in conflict from time to time, but it's also going to bring in this driving spirit that moves people to actually get going and do things that they need to get done. It's the life force, baby. It's the life force. So this person, they're a doer. Okay, they may be sensitive, but they're also very reactive. Then we have Aquarius energy, and this energy is freedom-loving, rebellious, idealistic, and technological. So Aquarius is also very individualistic, and that kind of goes hand in hand with Virgo because they're known to be the loner of the zodiac. Aquarius has actually a broad network of people that they know from different walks of life, you'll find, and they may not be close friends, but they are going to be acquaintances, because Aquarius is really out here being the visionary of the zodiac, being very rebellious and having their own independent thought process. So they're doing their own thing, and people are kind of at arm's length when it comes to their connection to Aquarius. So this person may give you a little bit of this like cold energy and this independent, I do my own thing energy, but also very driven, very like determined to do what they do. So this could be a subject of motivation, like they wish you knew their processes and how the way that they are, the way they act, and it could kind of touch on what it is that's actually going on. So let's have a look, and I'm using the Tattoo Tarot. Let's do this. So the first card we have here is, look at that, the Five of Wands, which represents competition. And again, that energy, the Wands energy, the fiery energy. So more than one person in the mix. Then, there it is. Then we have the Nine of Coins, which represents that independence. But not only that independence, it's the recognition of that independence. The quality of the work, the quality of the person, the reputation that they have is out here, and it's looking good, right? So if there's competition and this person has a good reputation and they're looking good, I'm wondering if this takes place at work, if this is a collaborative effort between friends, or if they're just straight up competition. It could be between jobs, and whoever's shining the brightest is looking great. And this person might, they might wish you knew that if you're out here being a lackluster employee and there's like a star one and they don't want to hurt your feelings, but it is what it is. Something like that. Okay, so Ten of Swords. Yeah, this might be a situation where it feels kind of like, wow, I thought you were going to pick me. But what about me? But what about us? How could you do that? Oh, well, this is the end of that. This is the end of our situation. If there was any positive in it, it's the end, and it's an abrupt end, which means there's probably negative in it. And we're not surprised, again, because Mars is here, and we have a little bit of conflict. The Swords is usually a very challenging suite, and Ten of Swords, if you know the regular depiction in the Rider-Waite deck, you know, there's just a bunch of stab wounds in the back. So it feels bad. It feels like a betrayal almost, but it also feels like overkill. Like, wow, is the reaction to a Ten of Swords situation. Also add in the fact that this card is in reverse. It may be like something that, usually it's like things can't get any worse, but I feel like this is like the upswing of things getting really bad. So This might be your origin story, and this person might have been going through this themselves, and they're at the Ten of Swords point. They're like, well, this is why we're in our current day situation, depending on what your situation is. We have the Six of Wands, and the Six of Wands is non too bad. It's very victorious, very celebratory. Then we have the Tower, which I was thinking of the Tower when, you know, the swords came out, and I was thinking like things couldn't get any worse, and that's kind of like the Tower explanation when it's in reverse. It is a disruption. The Tower card is actually associated with Mars. So we already know that there's conflict involved here because there was competition, there's independence, outshining, and the fallout after that. The fallout meaning that, I guess, who said correct? Congratulations. Who, like, let's say all of you guys had a friend group, they had a crush on you, or, you know, they had a crush on the earth sign. They had the crush on the person who's the most independent, the most popular, the most pop in. And so, like, that's how the story goes. Isn't that always the case? And it's, like, frustrating, right? It feels like a betrayal, right? Especially if it's a person that you wanted. There's competition. There's more than one person. So it almost doesn't even feel like it's, like, a you versus me and them. And it's just, like, the pick of the litter gets picked. It's not... I don't know if it's the worst backstabbing. It's not like I picked them over you. It's like I picked them over all of you. So it's not even, like... You know, but whatever. This selection seems to be taken personally. It looks like it. It looks like it's highly offensive, and it feels like a victory that is to be celebrated amongst other people, which is good. So I feel like that could be a good thing if, you know, let's say it was the scenario that I just mentioned where it's like a group of your friends like this one person. This one person picks that person, that earth sign, that whoever, you. Let's say everyone's jealous. Some people are jealous. Some people are happy. Some people are like, oh, rats. But in the end, you get married. That's a victory for everyone because it's like, at least it was the right choice. Like, at least one of my friends is winning. One of my, you know, but with that victory, we're surrounded by the defeat of other people and the feelings and the residual thoughts and feelings of people who were not the victors. So that might be cold. It might be callous, just like an Aquarius can be to things that they don't like. That could mean the destruction of a relationship, a long-term relationship, the foundation of a friendship. It spells out a lot of like drama around this victory and it also looks like one of those situations where it's like employment, where you're looking for a job and you know, all these people are in the running. The best resume wins. A lot of people get let down. So one person's victorious, and a lot of people, some people were depending on this job my whole life. I needed it. I need to rebuild the structure of my life. I got laid off. I got fired. You know, people are starting from different points, but I think that a lot of surrounding, and this is why it might feel like, you know, I'm happy, but I'm not happy, but you know, it feels like with this victory, this person knows what they're taking away from other people. So the competition might be friendship, right? It might be within their network of people that they know. So they might feel it. And they might even brag. They might do something that causes this whole upheaval of the Tower and the swords. But I feel like it's only gone as bad as it can go. And I feel like this person, like, let's say you're new and you came in after this situation. I feel like that's why they don't like that person. That's why they said stay away from that person, because there was this whole situation where they outperformed, outwit, outplayed, outlast, and there's jealousy around it, there's hate around it. Perhaps they shouldn't have been a little as cocky as they could have been. Just, you know, but at that point people are looking for reasons to be upset. So it's giving Wands, it's giving Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, any fire sign. And yeah, there it is. That is your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment, share the video, and if you'd like your own personal reading, please check out the description. There's a link to my website as well as a link to my Etsy shop. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Bye!